What's going on? Psych Perspectives, GeoFux here. And once again, unfortunately, we are discussing patriarchal violence. That's the best way to put it, unfortunately. There was a woman who basically got hit in the face with a brick. That's right, a brick, for not giving a man her phone number. He got upset and hit her in the face with a freaking brick. So now there's, this uproar. Everybody's retweeting, reposting, adding their 2 cents, and just discussing how, unfortunately, this is an ongoing situation where cis men are just violent against everybody. And then in particular against women and children, because literally every time you turn around, you're looking up and there's a cis man that's killing his girlfriend, his wife, his baby mama, and killing the children in the same process, unfortunately. And it's like, how many times do we have to talk about toxic masculinity, patriarchy, sexism, misogyny? And what gets me in all of these situations, like every time this stuff happens, it's the same group. Like, it doesn't matter if this person is rich, poor, uneducated, educated, tall, short, has money, don't have money, heterosexual, gay. If it's a cis male, the likelihood of you being abused is high. Okay, it's just like it's the same group every time. When we look at, case in point, the mass shooting that just took place in Jacksonville, Florida, a white cis male who hit this woman in the face with a brick, a black cis male. So it really doesn't matter. It's cis men. They are problematic. They are red flags. And in this day and age, it's really in your best interest to be prepared to take them out of their misery. I'm just going to be honest. All of this, I can go and get my brothers. Okay, once again, it was a group of black men that sat around watching this man hit this woman in the face. None of them intervened. None of them stopped the dude. None of them did anything, because it is what it is. Most of them are also abusers and also pathetic and whack. Let's just keep it real. So this whole idea that men are protectors, who are they protecting? I mean, seriously, every time something happens, there's a bunch of cis men that are around who do nothing. So who are they protecting? They're not protecting women. They're not protecting children. They don't even protect themselves. So, it is what it is. What do you want me to say? Like, I'm constantly being told to make video requests on the same topics, and it's literally like a broken tape recorder at this point, because we're saying the same thing every video. Stop messing with this group and face reality. A lot of these cis dudes are predators, okay? Like, if they're not sexually assaulting someone, they're physically assaulting someone. If they're not physically assaulting someone, they're emotionally manipulative and abusive. I mean, it's just the games that they play. They've literally been socialized to be this way. And again, what I do recommend, if you have cis boys, you have a little boy, you need to hold his ass accountable when he's a child, so he doesn't grow up thinking it's okay to hit women in the face with fucking bricks. Okay? Like, I'm just gonna keep it real, because a lot of you have boys and then y'all don't really raise them. You let them do whatever they want to do, and then they grow up to be terrorists. I mean, all you got to do, and you know what? I'm just going to keep it real. Look at the black community. Let me roll this blunt. Look at the black community. Prime example of what happens when you're not raising anybody and you're just allowing them to do whatever they want to do. They're running around here, stealing people's cars, talking about they're doing a Kia challenge on TikTok. These are the boys that you're raising and creating. They're running around, ejaculating in people without their consent, creating a bunch of unwanted kids, thinking that the pull-out method is contraception. That's the group that you're creating, and then sitting around surprised when they're violent and aggressive and abusive. And again, they never can take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't take rejection. Every time somebody says no to them, they get in their feelings, and now they gotta physically assault you or try to kill you because you're not allowing them to have access to you. Not to mention that half the time, like, let's be real, when we're dealing with cis men, most of the time, none of our needs are even being met. Yet, they're getting everything that they want. But what are you getting? A fucking brick to the face, okay? Like, I'm just being real. We're gonna have to start getting real here, y'all. Like, it's really just getting to the point where I don't even know why we're trying to be friends with these people, why we're trying to have relationships with these people, because it's ridiculous. And then when you talk to other cis men who claim to not be violent, claim to not be like that, they always go out of their way to basically justify why this cis man was being abusive. They always want to defend each other. They never seem to be able to recognize that they're in the wrong. But that's what narcissistic people do. Right? They're never held accountable for anything. They're always the victim. They never can see any faults in any of the things that they're saying and doing to people. And they always will find a way to justify why this man acted the way he did. And we are going to continue to have these same video conversations, these same topics. Every time you turn around, there's a video of some man doing something ridiculous. And everybody's just sitting around like, well, you know, that's how it is in the hood. No. And like I said, at this day and age, get your CPLs, get your CCWs, really go to the range and practice shooting, practice loading guns, practice cleaning your gun, practice aiming, like all of that, because you never know when you're going to have to use self-defense to protect yourself, especially dealing with cis men. And again, and I don't care because people always sit up and say, but what about family? A lot of people have been molested by their cis male cousins, their brothers, their fathers. So all of this family, friend, these niggas are not to be trusted. It is what it is. At any given moment, they can switch up on you. You don't really know who they are. They're really good at putting on masks and making it seem like this is who they are, but then later on you find out this person is a psychopath. You know, I mean, just out of control. And it's always when you least expect it. That's when they switch on you, and then you're just like, wow, you know? So, again, get into self-defense classes. Go in a group. Like, I cannot stress this enough. A lot of times when we see these videos, it's a lot of women who are just by themselves. So a lot of times I'm just going to say, y'all need to be together in a group. Like, there should be at least 4 of y'all together, because these dudes do not care. Okay, they can sit up all day talking about, oh, my mom and dear mom, and my mom is the number one woman in my life. Meanwhile, most of these men don't even like their moms, which is why they don't like women. Just being real, like, they don't even like them. So, like, you really can't, like, I just don't know what to say anymore to y'all outside of protect yourself, you know? And then even within the community, like, even other cis men are being brutalized by other cis men. So it's like what can anyone do in this day and age outside of protecting themselves and being proactive? Like, I don't blame women who have decided to decenter men. I don't, because it's basically in your best interest to do so. It's in your best interest and for your safe and health to do so. And then even in the LGBT community, like I just said, cis men are brutalizing other cis men. And then for those of us that are intersex, that are trans, you already know how it is. Half the time, they don't even view us as men. We're just pussies with facial hair, essentially. And then they go out of their way to differentiate, you know, and basically state in your face that you're not really a man because you have a vagina, or you're trans, or you're intersex. They go out of their way to basically show how they actually feel about you. So that, and then that's a whole nother video, because I already have another request for that one, but I will have that one up soon. But you're basically going to be either a punching bag or used for sex. you know, because that's basically all they typically are able to provide. It's violence and abuse and you being used and manipulated, and also your needs are never being met. So again, very selfish group, very violent group. In this day and age, we need to just stop lying and trying to make it seem like there's, I mean, literally, you will have niggas talking about, well, we're not all bad. Then where are the good ones? Because y'all can't even point out the good ones. Because y'all not even good. So what are you saying? You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're not all bad. Then how are you any different? What are you doing that makes you a good guy? And like I've been saying in my other videos, anytime a dude tells you that they're a good guy, that's a red flag. Because vast majority of the time, that's not the truth. People who are actually good don't have to go around telling you that they're good. They actually can just be good because that's who they are. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I don't go around telling folks I'm a good trans guy. No, I just lead by example. I don't have to go and make all of these outlandish posts about how I'm a good quality man. I just do. So, again, I'm here to tell y'all, they red flags, y'all. They're red flags. You know, and we have to know in this day and age, if we choose to engage with this demographic, we are basically putting ourselves in the risk of potential danger. And that's unfortunate, but like, I've come to that realization years ago. I mean, because I get it, you know, you can't help what you're attracted to. You can't help, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it's just like, this is bad. This is very bad. Like, every day we are finding out what some cis male has done to somebody. And then, of course, they're always the victim in every situation, you know. Oh, everyone's mean to me. It's so hard for me out here, and that's why I act like a dumb idiot every day. That's what they do. I mean, again, they're either bringing limp dick, lackluster dick, or they only, you know, or they're giving you STDs, STIs, they're ejaculating in you without your permission. They're creating unwanted kids. Like, it's just like, nothing with them really is a positive if we're really going to be honest here. That's the outcode part. Like, what are we getting? What are we getting, y'all? So that's all I'm saying. Protect yourselves, and again, especially for women and feminine people, and marginalized gender groups, trans, intersex, non-binary, what have you, go in a group. There should be at least four of you to somewhat have some type of protection. And I'm serious, get a gun, get your CCWs, your CPLs, and actually practice self-defense. Don't just go to the little 2-hour class to get your CPL and then you never do anything with it. No, go to the range, practice, because you never know when you're going to be put in that type of situation. And I would much rather people be safe than sorry, because when you see the way old girl face looked after she got hit with a brick, come on, y'all. Like, it's ridiculous. So that's all I can really say on this topic, because again, it just seems like I'm constantly talking about the same stuff. These are the same video requests. These are the same, like, it's the same thing, y'all. We have to protect ourselves. And again, go in a group. Information is in the description box below. And I just hope people literally take what I'm saying for face value, because it's dangerous out here, for real. I'm out.